Hello, Vlogtober. I want to talk about my love of Paris. Gosh, I realize right now I should have some show and tell with you, but that I'll have to leave for another time. Why do I love Paris? I just do. It all began when my cousin Susan came to visit us when I was 13, and I think she was 16, or I was 12 going on 13, and it was the summertime. And she announced to all of us, I'm going to the Sorbonne to study photography. And I don't know, I knew the Sorbonne was in Paris. She must have said Sorbonne, Paris, France. And I thought that was wonderful. I don't know why, it just lit me on fire. And I knew then and there, I decided then and there that I would go to the Sorbonne also. I didn't know it wasn't going to be photography. I knew that. I wasn't attached to photography. I admired my cousin Susan very much, and somehow I wanted to do this and be like her. I think, I guess. So I'm 13 and I'm going into 8th grade. There's no French classes at the little private school that I'm going to. So I go to the public library, to the children's section, because I know that's where you start when you want to learn something. And I found a book on French vocabulary. And I drilled vocabulary with myself. That was really fun, little vocab quizzes like I had been doing in school already. And I had my dad help me with the pronunciation of the French words because he had transited through France or just traveled through France when he was a young man on his way to Italy, the country that he loves the most in Europe. So there I was, 13 years old, studying French, knowing that one day I would go to France. And, you know, a lot of things have happened. I went to Quebec actually when I was 16 to learn French. I did go to France when I was 22. I actually dropped out of UC Berkeley, went to France. I was an au pair, took care of a little boy. Au pair is another word for nanny, a French word. And I lived there for about a year and a quarter and then came back to the United States. Finished my UC Berkeley undergraduate degree, mostly. And then fast forward some years later, 11 years later, I went and lived in Paris again with my husband, Ezra Barani. Excuse me, and we lived there for 2 years. And we came home 11 years ago. And I've since been to Paris visiting and things like that. So, love France, love Paris. Oui, je parle français. I have a pretty decent accent, although with one phrase you probably can't tell that. I just said I speak French. I don't know why exactly. I am still super in love with Paris. It isn't just Paris though, and it isn't necessarily today's France that I'm in love with. It's very much the medieval architecture of the cathedrals. It's very much these old towns, the cobblestones, the ironwork, the sound of the French language. Gosh, there's a lot of things. I'll have to go into it more. I do, though, love the metro. I love the Paris metro. So that's my little check-in today about Paris and why I love it, and more to come. All right, have a great day. Ciao for now.